Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be making a video on some of the TV spot photos that I just took right now. the We got a TV spot trailer today. It's like 40 seconds long. Um, and since it's a TV spot, it doesn't really show much. They're just short little clips. Um, but they released one today, and it has some extended shots that were originally in the Scream 6 full trailer. So there's like some extended scenes um, that were in this TV spot trailer that released today. I'm actually gonna post the TV spot trailer, the little 40-second clip of it, um, because that's how long it is. I'm gonna post the full thing, probably after this video. But I took some pictures that were in the TV spot trailer that released today of Scream 6. And because like some of these pictures that I took of, or not pictures, but screenshots, um, basically like these are like things that I kind of wanted to talk about more so, to theorize on some stuff. Because some of these things are that were in the TV spot trailer today were a little bit interesting, and I wanted to talk about them. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So this image right here that you're seeing right here, with Sam walking up to the shrine, um, all the little shrine ghost faces, Sam walking up to it. We already saw this in the full trailer, but I don't think we saw this exact shot of it. Um, so I think this was like that's kind of the reason why I took a screenshot of this, because I don't think we saw this exact shot of this part. Um, with Sam like walking up the to the shrine. Like we kind of saw her already, like in the full trailer, just walking already towards it. So I kind of just want to take a picture of that. It's because it seems like it really does seem like she's just like, look, she's gonna go to like Billy's ghost face costume that is inside that little glass container. She's like gonna go up to it and whatnot, and I guess admire it because Billy's her dad. So it seems like that's what the case here. But then we got this other part here in the TV spot trailer that I noticed. Someone talking to Sam. I don't know who this guy is. I think it's Josh Segarra. I'm not too sure. His character name in Scream 6 is gonna be Danny Brackett, but I don't know if this is actually Josh Segarra though. I don't know if this is his character. I can't really tell, but I think it is. I'm not too sure. But I think it's him talking to Sam right here. It's like daytime. Um, and we know that like Scream 6, like half basically like from the information that came out. I've talked about it before about how Scream 6, like half the movie is like apparently gonna take place um like on like one night. So it's like basically half of Scream 6 is gonna take place on one specific night, like after the opening scene, and like half of the film carries on from there. But I guess like, and then I guess like the small rest of the part of the film will take place the next day, and I think this is probably the next day. This is like the next half of the movie that takes place the next day, because it looks like it's because it doesn't look like it's dark. It's clearly like probably like barely getting darker. Like the sun is setting or whatever. So I do think that, with Scream 6, it'll be interesting to see how they handle that part with Scream, half the movie, taking place on one night and whatnot, like after the opening scene. I think that's interesting. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think she's talking to Josh Segarra's character in this scene in the TV spot trailer. But um, we got this other shot here with Sam holding a Ghostface knife. And the reason why I specifically took a screenshot of this is because um, I found it interesting because there I saw a few theories um, that were put out there from some fans, and it was actually some interesting theories. I saw some fans theorize that, like, what if this is like Billy's knife from the original Scream that she's holding? Um, because it like this knife, I guess, like, it looks a little bit more like it looks like it has like black stuff on it. I could be looking at it wrong, but it looks like it has some black stuff. It looks more older. It looks like it has dried up, blood on it too. So, I mean, like I said, I could be looking at it wrong, but I saw some fans theorize that this could be Billy's knife that Sam is holding here, and she might end up using it against the killer or something, maybe, at some point in the film. But yeah, I saw some fans theorize that, and I was like, that's an interesting theory. Imagine this is Billy's knife that Sam is holding here. That'll be interesting, and because a lot of the stuff that they have in this little shrine room, like the Ghostface costumes are from the past killers, like we know that, but all the other stuff, like the shirts and like the some of the objects, or like you can tell some of those stuff are replicas. They're not like the actual thing from like the past victims, or the actual clothing from the past victims. You can tell like a lot of those are most likely just going to be replicas, because I doubt they would actually have like like Tatum's shirt in the shrine room and whatnot, or like Stu's shirt or whatever. Like I doubt they would actually have any of that, like their actual clothing in the shrine room. Like I don't think that that would really make sense. So I do think some of the stuff are replicas, um, but maybe some of the stuff might not be replicas. I think that that's probably going to be the case, as because we know the Ghostface costumes are from the actual past killers from this franchise. So all that is, you know, actually gonna play into the film. So, but then we have here, um, because we saw this in the actual trailer as well for Scream Six. Sam and Tara are like back facing, one another, and also if you look in the background, you see a white suit, and that looks exactly like the suit that Mrs. Loomis, Billy's mom, who now we know is Sam's grandmother. It looks like her outfit that she wore in Scream 2, at the end of Scream 2, as she revealed herself. She had that white suit on. This looks exactly like Mrs. Loomis' outfit that she had in Scream 2, which is cool. You know, I think that's a cool thing to see. Um, and what's it called? But it's I'm pretty sure as well they have Derek's, and I'm not sure if that's what this thing here is, but I know I'm pretty sure as well they have, actually, yeah, they do, because I remember I saw the Scream 6 trailer, and one of the scenes I even pointed it out. I'm pretty sure they had like a little replica of Derek's like little thing, that little, that you guys know what I'm talking about, like the little thing that Derek was hanging on at the end of Scream 2, like in that theater, he was just like hanging, his body was just like tied up to it. They had like a replica of that in the Scream 6 trailer, and we saw it there, and I pointed it out. So we know that's also going to be in there, and I think it had like a Jason mask on the little thing that Derek was tied to, the replica of it. So that I guess that's cool too. But another interesting thing here, though, that in this exact same scene, we well, I think I'm pretty sure it is, because they're both still back to each other. You know, both Sam and Tara, as I pointed this out too. I definitely think that there's two killers in this scene. there has to be two killers, especially like because like it only makes sense because like literally Tara is facing this way, is she's facing one way, Sam is facing the other way. They're basically back to back to each other. Sam has a whole brick in her hand. I don't even think we saw that in the full Scream 6 trailer. We're barely seeing this, in this little small TV spot trailer, that with Sam holding a brick. That when I saw that, I was like, wait, what? Sam's holding a brick? She might throw it at Ghostface. It could be a good weapon. So, but yeah, it only makes sense that there would be two killers in this scene, you know, because Tara even says, um, "Come and get me, motherfucker," which I'm sure that's what she says. Um, they probably just like edited it out and whatnot. But yeah, like she says that facing the other direction, and if you guys go watch the TV spot trailer yourself, it's like only 40 seconds long. Um, you guys will see, which like I said, I'm gonna post it afterwards after I make this video. Um, but if you guys go watch the little small TV spot trailer that released today, basically you literally see Sam and Tara telling each other, "Are you ready?" And then Tara faces the other way while Sam faces forward. So it's pretty clear. Um, like there's two Ghostface killers here. There has to be. Um, so yeah, I think that was just interesting, and and like I said, like it just I don't know because I'm still not too sure. But imagine that there was another killer too. Imagine there was four killers, and you had one on each side. Bro, that would be crazy. Like imagine four killers, and there's one in front of Tara and Sam, and then there's one on the side of both of them as well. Like that would just be crazy. But no, I definitely at least think that there's two Ghostface killers here in this scene. Um, and then we have this scene with Chad fighting a Ghostface killer. Um, and it looks like Chad picked something up and hit Ghostface with it. So yeah, and then another thing I wanted to point out real quick is this shirt right here in the background, this black shirt on this mannequin. I'm pretty sure that's Randy's work shirt that he wore in the original Scream. Randy, when he was working at the video store, and we saw that scene with him and Stu, he was wearing that black shirt in the video store. I'm pretty sure that's Randy's work shirt. So that's also another cool homage and whatnot. But like I said, Chad is attacking this Ghostface killer, um, and there's some speculation here because Chad could just get attacked and make it out alive, of course. But what if he does die here? I'm not saying it will happen, but imagine he does. That would just be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I definitely do think it's possible that one of the twins, either Mindy or Chad, one of them I feel like is dying for sure, in Scream 6. And, I don't know who for sure it's gonna be, but I think that one of them is dying. Um, and imagine Chad dies here in this scene fighting Ghostface. That would be crazy. I mean, I don't think exactly he would die here, but I'm just like just for theories. But yeah, I just wanted to point this out, and because there's another thing too that I wanted to point out here is that we see Ghostface here like literally tilting, or like shaking, or like he's like moving around the ladder as Devon Dakota's character, who we know is Annika, that's her character's name in Scream 6. She's like trying to climb across the ladder, to to where Mindy and Sam are at in that apartment, and we see her like struggling as she's trying to get across on the ladder, and Ghostface is like just moving her around, and I think Devon Dakota's character Annika, I think she's dead, bro. Like she's gonna Ghostface is gonna like move the ladder, or like maybe like he's gonna like tilt it, and or something, bro. He's gonna move it out the way, something like that, and she's gonna fall and all the way to the ground, and her body's probably just gonna hit the floor hard, and her blood is gonna splatter everywhere, all that stuff. Maybe I'm going a little bit too into detail, but I definitely think Ghostface gonna is gonna kill Devon Dakota's character Annika. I think she's dead here. Um, so yeah, I mean, I guess R.I.P. to her character, right? Um, unless they do unless she does make it out alive, like because I mean, we don't know for sure. Like she could, like in the actual movie, we see her, you know, go across the ladder, and she does end up making it out alive. Like that is possible for sure. Um, but I don't know. I feel like she's gonna die here. Um, so and I feel like she's like I don't know. I guess looking back, for the most part, I feel like she's the only one so far that I can really say that I think they're most likely gonna die in Scream Six. Like, cause every other character is like I've been kind of like questioning, like I don't know, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But her seeing this image in the TV spot trailer with Ghostface literally looking like he's about to like like get like he's gonna like like move the ladder and like make her like fall off the ladder and whatnot. Like seeing this here, bro, like just makes me think that yeah, like she's dead, she's dead, And I feel like it's gonna be a really brutal kill. Um, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in the film for Scream Six. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, though, these are all the images that I had for the TP Spot trailer. Like I said, it's only 40 seconds long. There is really only a few, extended scenes or shots in that TV Spot trailer that you could really point out that weren't already in the actual official Scream 6 trailer. So that's why it's like there's not much to really go off of. But, there was just some that I kind of just wanted to talk about. But it's interesting though. It's interesting to talk about and theorize some of these things because yeah, I mean I'm just excited for Scream Six. And I think that this is most likely going to be the TV spot trailer that ends up coming out um, on on the Super Bowl because you guys remember in my last video I talked about how they're going to have like some type of Super Bowl. Well, yeah, they are going to have the Super Bowl, but they're gonna play the Scream Six, trailer in at the Super Bowl. I talked about that in my last video, but I also talked about how like what if they show some new footage as well, like some maybe like some new scenes that we didn't see before in the actual official Scream Six trailer. They show some new footage and whatnot, and it seems like this is probably going to be like they're probably going to play the official trailer and this as well, this TV spot trailer. Um, or if not, like at least one of them or both of them. I don't know. But I think that, this is probably going to be at least the one that they play at the Super Bowl. Um, you know, because it's only like 40 seconds long, so it could easily you could easily play this there. I feel like so. Yeah, this is most probably gonna be the TV spot trailer that they end up playing at the Super Bowl that I talked about in my last video. So yeah, and there's another thing I want to talk about real quick because um oh shoot, my AirPods died. Oh shoot, my bad, guys. But hold on, because right here it says on the Paramount UK account, it says New York new rules. Book your tickets to Scream 6 now in cinemas March 8th. So basically in the UK, um I guess they basically, you can, if you're in the UK, you can order the tickets and get to see the film 2 days earlier. So yeah, if you're in the UK, I guess, go order your tickets and go, and you can see Scream 6 2 days before me, who's in the US right now. So because we gotta wait till March 10th, and if you're in the UK, you gotta watch it on March 8th. So yeah, I mean, and I'm sure it's gonna be like that in a few other countries too. Like some other countries might end up getting to see Scream 6 earlier as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be like that. So yes, if you, like I said, if you're in the UK right now and you're watching this video, go order your tickets for Scream 6. Yeah, and then we got this too from Critical Overlord. This article that came from Regal Movies. It says here that the Regal Cinemas lists Scream 6 with a runtime of 2 hours and 3 minutes. This would make it the longest entry in the franchise. You guys remember I made a video about the runtime for Scream 6 before, and because like originally I guess it was, because in that video that I was talking about the runtime for Scream 6. I said the movie was 1 hour and 58 minutes long, because that's the information it said. But I guess now it's 2 hours and 3 minutes long. So basically, this is going to be the longest Scream film that we've gotten so far, because Scream 2 is actually the longest film in the franchise so far, because it's exactly 2 hours long. And usually all the other Scream films are like, a little bit under 2 hours, but Scream 2 is exactly 2 hours long. So now this one's going to be, this basically surpasses it, like goes a little bit above Scream 2 by like 3 minutes basically. So yeah, it's going to be the longest entry so far. And yeah, I don't know if it's because they added like maybe maybe another scene or whatnot for Scream 6, or they like reshot something. I don't know, but it's interesting, Now this movie is 5 minutes longer than it originally was. So yeah, that's some news that I want to talk about. And something else too that I wanted to talk about, because I've seen a lot of fans talk about this already, and and theorize this and whatnot. The Scream Twitter account today earlier, and I I had seen this, and I was just like laughing, like, bro, seriously. The Scream Twitter account said, "Kirby, such a fan favorite. That's why this is going to hurt." And I wanted to talk about this just for a little bit, because I've already talked about this with my last video. Well, not my last video, but the one before it, about Gail. Her possibly dying and whatnot, because they, like, the Scream Twitter account was talking about Gail, and they, what they said was kind of like almost teasing, I guess like so-called hinting towards her death. And in that video I said that the Scream Twitter account has said stuff like this for basically, at this point, almost every character that's going to be in a part of Scream 6. So it's like, it's not really anything like so shocking to me, to see the Scream Twitter account say this, because they said this about Sam, They said this about Tara, Mindy, Chad, Liana Liberato, Devon Dakota, Kirby, Gail. You know, like they've said this for like almost every character that's going to be a part of Scream 6. They've said some fishy, suspicious stuff that are like, you know, would make you think that they're hinting towards their death and whatnot. But I just think that, as I said in my last video with Gail, you know, with them so-called hinting towards her death, I said that in that video too, that I think this is all just part of the marketing, bro. They're like, they obviously know if they post stuff like this, they're gonna get a reaction out of the fans and whatnot. So I just think that this is all marketing, and you know, it's not really. I really don't take it that seriously. That's why I was laughing when I saw this. I was like, bro, like he really said this, bro. Cause like, and just knowing how a lot of fans are gonna react to this too, that's why it just made it even more funny to me. Cause you know, I you know, and I get it. Like, it's understandable to assume that, you know, they're hinting towards a certain character's death whenever they post stuff like this. But as I said, I just feel like like I said, they've said this stuff about almost every character that's gonna be a part of Scream 6. So you're like, and they, like I said, if they're specifically saying that as well about Sam and Tara, you know, like hinting towards both of their deaths, I mean, like, bro, I highly doubt they're both gonna die. You know, so it's like, that's why, that I guess that's mainly the reason why, you know, I just don't really buy into this. I just feel like this is all part of the marketing. They're just trying to like almost troll the fans as well. You know, just to make us think like, oh my gosh, they're hinting towards a certain character's death and all this stuff. But like, they've been doing this for like so long now. Like, they've teased almost every single character that's going to be a part of Scream 6. You know, they've teased almost every single character that's going to be in Scream 6. They've teased their death already. This has been done many times. So it's like, they're doing this to get a reaction out of, you know, a lot of the fans. And it's working because, you know, a lot of fans are, you know, it brings, you know, a reaction out of them. So it's like, I guess this marketing really does work. But like I said, I just think that this is really just all marketing. Like, of course they're gonna tease characters' death. You know, I'm pretty sure the Scream Twitter account did that for Scream 5 too. You know, they teased like a lot of characters that were gonna be in Scream 5's death, and some of them didn't even die. I'm pretty sure the Scream Twitter account was also teasing like Sam's death, Tara's death, Chad's death, and Mindy's, and you know, they didn't die. It's all part of the marketing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I just don't really take it that seriously. So, you know, that's basically all I have to say there. But let me know what you guys think about everything I had to say in this video. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.